Hi Libra, thanks so much for tuning in. We're looking at October 30 through November 5, and I am Astrogirl. And this week, it looks like it's going to be a great week for those of you celebrating Halloween with a Pisces moon casting just the right glow over the proceedings. We've also got a full moon in Taurus later in the week, and it's going to be a very intense one because if you know anyone born under the sign of Taurus, they're usually very stubborn and very intense, and they usually get their own way. Before we get to that full moon, however, a Sun-Neptune trine on November Friday the 3rd stirs up our emotional, creative, and spiritual juices, encouraging us to pay homage to something bigger than ourselves. This is the second time the Sun and Neptune have been in trine aspect this year. So if you can look back and see what happened July 5, you'll understand what I'm talking about. The benefits of the Sun-Neptune trine extend to the Taurus full moon on Saturday, November 4, which marks the next 2 weeks as the best time of the year to wind down artistic projects, get rid of bad habits, and complete assignments. Watch out the same day for a one-time Venus-Uranus opposition that could signal a surprising hard spell for even the most stable relationships and erratic turns in finances. And that's what the surprising turn could be in the relationship, is that you have a silly argument over money, and that silly argument turns into something quite dramatic. Speaking of more changes, for those people in the Northern Hemisphere, it's time to fall back because daylight saving time ends at 2 a.m. local time on Sunday, November 5. Set your clocks back 1 hour before you go to bed on Saturday night and enjoy an extra hour of sleep. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you're going to fall forward and you're going to lose an hour of sleep. But you're going into spring and the Northern Hemisphere are falling back into fall. So that's how you try and remember what you're doing. And then on Sunday, Mercury moves out of Scorpio and moves into Sagittarius, your third house of clear thinking and communication. Unfortunately, Mercury moving into Sagittarius puts the thinking process at a distinct advantage because Sagittarius often misses the finer details, doesn't read the fine print, and has a tendency to throw tact to the wind, blurting out observations and conversations best kept private. Mercury also is going to turn retrograde in Sagittarius in December, so these tendencies will be extended until the end of 2017. Just something to know and think about, Librans. Have a fabulous week. Great speaking to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.